Hello, the House of Tarot YouTube followers. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing a surprise reading for our listeners and our followers about the Nile River. We're taking a voyage deep into the Nile River. So sit back and listen to the ancient secrets awaken that the cards have to tell us. I put together a spread for the occasion. So sit back, relax, and listen to the message meant for you from the Nile River. Envision yourself there on a boat, relaxed, getting a tarot reading or some kind of source energy coming within you to tell you these messages. We're going to dive in to the depths of history and mystery and see what the tarot has to guide us through the revelations hidden in the sands of time. So get ready, guys. So picture yourself there. We're deep into the Nile River. Picture our surroundings, the sky. The weather is perfect, and we're going to go ahead and get started with the source of where your journey begins. We already have our first card, where the journey begins. We have La Papa, which is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about our religion, our spirituality, our wiseness, just something within. So some sort of inner compass is where our energy is beginning, some sort of inner message, inner compass, really listening to ourselves, to our instincts, our gut instincts, our body, our intuition, the beating of our heart. I'm also hearing, so the universe, wherever you place your spirituality, really kind of diving deep within. This is a message about reconnecting for some of you reconnecting with something that really helped you through some times in your life where you kind of had to reach out to this outside source. It could be outside yourself, it could be within you. You could be the source that you're looking for, just the new you, the source, the God state of you, of your being, or the goddess state of your being. So really looking within, having a peaceful moment. So as we keep floating down this Nile River, the beautiful animals around us, the sounds around us, the sky, really looking at the journey beginning with ourselves, with the source within ourselves. I'm reading some sort of new literature, some sort of new book, just some sort of awakening happening as well. I keep seeing a form of book, a form of tales. So if this resonates for some of you, reaching for that book that once showed you the way in something, once kind of consoled you in something, your journey beginning again within. I'm hearing beginning again. So some of you are kind of going back to this. We're going to go ahead and take some tea leaves. So picture ourselves sipping on some tea, some beautiful tea on the Nile River. Things are around us, the pyramids are around us. We're in the ancient times of wisdom, and we have our first card, which is it's the 5. So it's a V, and then we had a 5 here. So thinking of something with a V. So for this tea leaf, we have victory in some endeavor. I'm seeing really being aware of yourself and your actions and your character, and finding the victory already happening within, finding that you are the victor of your life. I keep seeing this V energy. So if some of you have a person in your life with the V or the number 5, or just some sort of victory, acknowledging some sort of victory within. And this is of where you are in life for some of you. Some of you have reached deep down with the Hierophant, with your spirituality within yourself. If some of you used religion, an outside source, an outside vessel of religion to kind of get to this place of peace and happiness, finding the victory within that, finding that you made it to the goalpost, learning to enjoy your life as it is, learning to enjoy yourself as it is, learning to enjoy the things around you, the people around you, the ups and downs around you. I'm also hearing learning to enjoy those downs, because at some point it's still a good day, is what I keep hearing. Somebody in your position somewhere else is having a not so great day. They're possibly going through the worst day of their life. So even these small hiccups along the road are sometimes still a good day. They could be perceived as you wish them to be perceived. We have mice, discord among among friends or family. Some of you might be going through things around you with friends or family, not quite serious, but also the negativity that it could bring into your body, into your soul, into your heart space, into your aura even. If some of you are the holder of energy within your home and allowing this discord or negativity kind of come into your aura, into your home, and somebody might be dependent on you. Your small pet could be dependent on your love and nurturing and you being happy in a happy state, your small children, your spouses. So really watching out for any sort of discord or negativity that kind of creeps through. I'm seeing it kind of coming through a little crack, like this little mouse kind of shummles its way in. So really being careful with any sort of negativity from family members. I'm here letting them be where they are. If they're in a place of negativity, kind of let it just pass through you. I'm seeing it just kind of, it doesn't come inside of you. It just passes through you. It just kind of, it's a thought that goes on. It's a mountain or a cloud that moves right along. We're going to take another one. We have a wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So again, searching that inner compass. Also a time of indecisiveness in your life, and allowing your life to ramble aimlessly is not always a negative thing. Sometimes we're just in the being moment of our life. Sometimes it's just where life is at the moment. It's not the end all be all. So really kind of acknowledging that this is just a moment, an era for some of you, just a time and space for some of you. So everything kind of just being a time and space. So as we keep going down this beautiful Nile River, we're going to see about the current. What should you embrace or surrender to? So these currents that we're fighting against, this kind of yin yang push and pull. We have family on the table. We have victory within ourselves, just knowing that we are the victor. And we also have indecisiveness. Kind of, I'm seeing that as inner battle, just kind of a battle within ourselves. So the current, what should you embrace or surrender to? What needs to be embraced? We have the Knight of Wands. So with our Knight energy, it's about taking action, and it's possibly this indecisiveness, embracing, just taking the first step, taking action. How we see this little horse kind of taking his first step, and anything you're doing, there always has to be step one, just you taking that first step. You cannot have everything laid out, everything planned out. You cannot always chat GPT your life into everything. Sometimes you just have to get started, get the wheels moving, taking the first step. And again, we have the wheel on the table. So starting the wheel, being just, you don't have to have all the decisions made up front, but starting that movement, starting the wheels turning, starting that first step. So that's a message about the current that you're possibly fighting against, feeling like you have to have all there is to know about this one thing. So some of you are trying to start something regarding a pen or something, just the first thing I see in front of me, a pen, and you feel like you have to know all the ins and outs of this pen, just every piece of information. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes just getting started is the way to go. Sometimes just starting the journey, beginning on the journey. We're going to go ahead and see what's in the hidden sandbank as we ride the river, as we're on this beautiful journey down the beautiful Nile River and seeing everything around us. What should you be cautious of? What's something around you need to watch out for, be cautious of? What can get you hidden in the sandbag behind? I'm going to go ahead and take this card that was out. We have the Four of Cups. The fours are always about stability. With our Four of Cups, I'm seeing you being cautious of getting comfortable, being cautious of never introducing some sort of, I don't know why I saw climate change to yourself, or some sort of climate that is uncomfortable, that's not in your norm. So being cautious of being comfortable, being cautious of never allowing yourself to feel pain, to feel discomfort, to feel failure, like always wanting everything to be written out, to work out, to be in your favor. And sometimes the failure in life is what creates your character, what creates that second business, what creates something that you have to go through a better endeavor, a better voyage, a better source of where to apply your energy. So always, not always finding just the comfort and everything, being able to go out of your comfort zone, being able to do things a little bit blindly at times, not having all the answers to everything. You could have one or two answers to where you're headed, but obviously you can't have every single answer. And I feel like some of you get paralyzed by this, by not having everything laid out for you, everything laid out and perfect all the time and having all the energy and all the resources at your fingertips. And sometimes people that just have very little can go very far with everything. So really watching out for that sort of energy, that is what's warning us to be cautious of. So what's the ancient relic? What knowledge must you rediscover? What's something that you possibly let go? What needs to be rediscovered? And I have this with the Hierophant. So let's see what other message we get. We have the Six of Wands. So with the Six of Wands energy, I'm getting rediscovering hard work, rediscovering putting yourself out there, rediscovering putting some sort of effort within yourself as well, putting effort within your spirit, putting effort within your soul. So if some of you have to attend some sort of item that was in your spirituality with our Hierophant and our Six of Wands, if some of you used to be in some sort of group of some sorts or some sort of practice and having to go back into this practice, I see this person having to go back into doing some sort of work. So if this is spirituality for some of you, if this is the church for some of you, and finding a way to do it your way, finding a way to not have to follow so many rigid rules, so many they said, he said, she said, just kind of things like that. Finding a way of what works for you, finding a way to make it happen for you and how you can make that happen for yourself and for those around you. So now we're headed onto the Nile River and we're seeing the temple on the horizon. We see somewhere where we can kind of lay our blanket and just admire the scenery and still listen to the wind in our hair, the wind in our ears, the wind flowing through us, and kind of feeling something very mesmerizing, kind of taking you to a place where everyone you love is enveloping you, is around you. And let's ask the final question. What lies at the end of your journey? What's at the very end of your journey regarding today's reading? Not the very end. Our spirit is it's never the ending, but what lies at the end? And we have the Knight of Swords, and this is more action energy, more knight energy. So it's very domineering, it's very in your masculine, and it's really about kind of reaching for something. So what lies at the end is you finally, I'm hearing, obtaining something, getting something for yourself, getting something moving, creating something. So I see a lot of creative energy and obtaining energy. So it's about taking that first step, and at the end you're galloping into that first step. I see you like lunging into it, being the face of something, being the person that people call for something. So really kind of getting your footing into something is also what I'm hearing. And that's really what I'm getting for at the end of your journey, is where you kind of find yourself in this comfortable flow of life, this comfortable way of having peace within your soul, of making money, having peace in your home life, in your family life, and children and things like that. So everything that surrounds you is the things that you desired and required for yourself to feel like a full human, and also not always having to move that goalpost, really taking it in. We came to the temple, we're at the very end of our journey. And we're there, we get to absorb it, we get to enjoy it, we get to kind of bathe in this. So I'm seeing even like a sand bath is just kind of bathing in this beautiful energy, and you taking that action, taking that big first leap at one point, but being there ready to kind of jump all in. I'm seeing you being able to jump into the water full on at once, and everything behind that. We're going to take one message card from our little message deck, and we're finally here. We're at the end of our journey, and we just need one message to go on with our day, to enjoy. And what could that message be? We have idle doors. Idle doors. Take some time out to lie on the emerald grass. So beautiful. As we're on the Nile River, this would be the beautiful desert ground. So taking time to lie in it, taking time to take it all in and be there, present at the moment. So with that, my dear listener, thank you for coming on this journey with me on this voyage through the Nile River. I do plan to do this reading again. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you all enjoyed it as well. These were ancient secrets from our ancestors, from our source energy, from the universe, from our cards, just from intuition or perspective, whatever resonates for you. So with that, please come visit me at thehouseoftarot.etsy.com. I can create this spread just for you, or anything else you've ever seen on my channel. We can make it happen. So with that, I leave you guys. Bye-bye.